Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a great Sunday morning and starting the devotional today for me before I head out to church. I already had some Bible devotional as well as some just meditation. And now I am on the road to reading High Road Leadership. We've been reading some passages from High Road Leadership, John Maxwell's High Road Leadership, for last couple of weeks. And just wanted to give a few nuggets. This will be a quick nugget for the devotional on that. We've been talking about um, high road leaders, and today it's talking about the practices of high road leaders. So, some of the character traits or behaviors that you'll see from a high road leader. And I love this one today because it's really timely for me um, to say how would a high road leader behave? How did a high road leader act? And I have 12 characteristics or practices that a high road leader does. So the first one is bring people together. So high road leaders, they bring people together. They don't divide. They bring people together. Um, and we all are human. We all have a common good in us, innate, right, in us. The second one is we value people, and not just value people. We value all people, no matter what issues, race, nationality, gender, sin. We value all people. The third one is acknowledge your humanness. I think that's huge. As I said before, we are all human and we all are born into sin. We are not perfect. We may not do everything perfectly. So we have to acknowledge those things and acknowledge our humanness and give grace to be able to make mistakes. The fourth one is do the right things for the right reasons. We're not doing things because we're trying to manipulate or get something out of someone or something. We are trying to do these for the right reasons. And for me, the right reason is I'm doing this because I am a child of God and I am trying to do the will of God in my life. I am trying to know Christ and let Christ be known. So every time I do something, I want to understand, is it the will of God? Is it to better know Christ and let Christ be known? The next one, number five, is that's five. You give more than you take. Are you a taker or a giver? It's better to give than to receive. Six is we develop emotional capacity, right? It's not saying that we have to be emotional all the time. It's that we develop the capacity to make sure that we are able to acknowledge our humanness, are able to love all people. So we develop that emotional capacity. Number seven, we place people above our own agendas. We place people above our own agendas. So I just yesterday did a quick visit to Chicago. My niece had just lost her mom, and I made sure that I was there to support my mother and I. And goodness knows, we have a lot of things going on. You know, I have three girls at home. Hubby had to work. He is a high road leader because he took off work to make sure that he could stay home while we went to Chicago to be with my niece at that time that she needed it, and her sister and her brother. Um, and just to give honor and respect to their mom. But, and it was a quick trip. We were there less than 12 hours, but we made sure that we were able to do that. We were able to place our own agendas because we have other things going on. We were able to place her time above what we have going on. We put everything to the side to make sure that we did what we needed to do in that time. It was support our family, support her family. The next one is embrace authenticity. And one of the things I like to do is be transparent. Be transparent. Be authentic. This is me being authentic. I did do my hair so I wouldn't look a mess, but I'm in a shirt, just a regular shirt. But I am authentic, and the reason why I try to come on live is to be authentically me, but share my learnings, share making Christ known, share understanding that we need to bring people together right now in this divided world. The next one is be accountable for your actions. I will tell you, it's some things that I do not always do right. And when I understand what those things are, I take the time, I go and understand how do I make those things right or how do I learn from those and I make it right. The next one is live by the bigger picture. Live by the bigger picture. It's not just about you. It's not just about me. We have to live by the bigger picture and understand how does it all come together? How do we all understand outside of our own perspective, outside of our own realities? We have to live by the bigger picture. The next one is we don't keep score. We don't say, oh, well, so and so did this for me, so I have to do this for them, or vice versa. We just do things because it's the right thing to do, not keeping score. And then the last one is we desire the best for others. We don't compete against others. I compete against myself every day to make myself better every day. And I do that so that if I can make myself better, then I can influence others and give from what I've learned or how I've made myself better to influence others and make others better. That's how we do things. We don't compete in that way. So that's what I've learned. Very powerful because one of the things is it says, by striving to stay on the high road is worth the effort. Yes, there are times that you will take the low road and decisions and engage in low road behaviors because guess what? We are human. We are born into sin. But the thing is, when you sense or when you know, when someone tells you or calls you out and says, hey, you've done something wrong, what you do next is you admit your fault, you take accountability, you apologize, and you make things right if you can. I had this situation happen yesterday. I was frustrated and I said something that may have been insensitive. Um, and I realized that I was wrong. I needed to make it right. And so what I did was I said, you know what? Thank you for calling me out on that. I was frustrated and I said something that I did not, that was not the intent of what I meant to say. As I phrased that wrong. And I realized that I need to be aware of what I say because it can impact people and it can be a divider. it can divide, and that's something that I wouldn't want to do. So, being able to acknowledge, to take ownership and accountability, and be a high road leader is so key for us to be able to make an impact. And that's what we want to do. We want to know Christ and make Christ known. So that is my nugget for today um, for our high road leadership. I have one more that I'm going to do tomorrow, and then I'm going to start my mastermind. I would love for you to join me on the mastermind because it just helps to have different perspectives, have small groups be able to talk about high road leadership and also what we have going on in this world today and how can we make an impact by practicing these 12 things that I just talked about today and being a high road leader. So if you want to join me, DM me, let me know. I would love, love, love for you to be in a small group with me. But I'm also gonna be sending out some the High Road Leadership Mastermind offering. So see you soon. Um, have a great Sunday. Talk to you later. Bye.